Hey everybody, Pat Armstrong here with the latest from Increase, the lifestyle vlog for men and the women who love them. And this is video number 3 of 3 of the 99 ways to increase those years of living. And so we're going to jump right into the remainder of these by talking about See the Bad Guys Coming. According to the 2018 report from the National Center for Victims of Crime, the crime rate against people 65 and older dropped between 1995 and 2015, but older adults are still at high risk for violent crime. Women have more than double the risk of men. 44% of violent crime victims in 2015 knew their attacker. Next, rise to challenges. Ask yourself, do I react well to stress? If not, it's time to reevaluate your approach. Research shows big links among chronic stress, chronic inflammation, and stress-related diseases. Find financial support. A 2017 global survey of 31,240 people found that more than 60% of financially struggling workers 50 or older would like to retire as soon as possible. But half expect to be working into their 70s. If that sounds like you, realize that you're not going through this alone and find an outlet for your stress. If chronic debt is your issue, consider looking into a financial support group like Debtors Anonymous. For those who need financial planning but can't afford it, the Financial Planners Association offers free financial counseling in many of its chapters. Don't drink and climb. A 2018 study analyzed falls in older adults and found the biggest predictors were previous fractures, high body mass, falls in the past year, and taking alpha and beta blockers. An analysis of stair falls found that intoxication increased head and neck injuries. Beware of these 6 other symptoms of financial stress. A 2017 global survey also found that employees who are troubled by their finances are twice as likely to be in poor health as those without money worries. Here are 6 signs that your financial woes could be creating health problems. You have physical symptoms like back pain, digestive issues, migraines, and anxiety. You exhibit more absenteeism and less engagement at work. Your existing health issues are getting worse. You self-medicate with alcohol and drugs at a greater rate. You have greater difficulty in quitting smoking. Your relationships with loved ones are damaged. Don't cling to a dying profession. Moving on to something new is the new normal. In an AARP report, about 2/3 of workers 51 and older who changed jobs ended up moving to different occupations entirely, which may sound stressful until you actually do it and find that you have an exciting new career underway. Don't ignore that little pain. A 2015 study found that more than half of those who experienced sudden cardiac arrest had ignored warning signs. Meanwhile, studies have shown that when cancer patients ignore symptoms, it was often because they were busy or because they didn't want to make a fuss or waste a doctor's time. Next, save yourself. Ride in the back. According to Boeing, the majority of airline fatalities from 2008 to 2017 happened during final approach and landing. And 2 analyses of the history of air disasters, one by Popular Mechanics in 2007 and another by Time in 2015, concluded that the rear third of a plane has the highest survival rate. Grab your life jacket. The U.S. Coast Guard estimates that more than 80% of people who died in boating accidents would have been saved if they had been wearing life jackets. If your boat capsizes, stay with the boat. It's the biggest object rescuers can spot. And if you can, climb on top of it. Calm that doggy. If a fierce dog is coming toward you, the Humane Society has these suggestions. Remain motionless, hands at your sides, and avoid eye contact with the dog. If the dog loses interest in you, slowly back away until it has moved out of sight. If the dog attacks, feed it your jacket, purse, bicycle, or anything else you can put between yourself and the animal. If you fall or are knocked to the ground, curl into a ball with your hands over your ears and remain motionless. Try not to scream or roll around. Don't get lost. If you become disoriented in the wild, the U.S. Forest Service suggests the STOP plan. Stop. Stay calm. Stay put. Think. How did you get where you are? Observe. Are you still on a trail? What landmarks should you be able to see? Plan. If you're unsure or night is coming, stay put. Aside from water, what's one of the best things to bring on a hike? A whistle. Think young. A study of nearly 6,500 subjects who were 52 or older found that those who felt younger than their years had a mortality rate of 14.3%, while those who felt older had a rate of 24.6%. Last but definitely not least, engage your brain. Define what drives you. Research has shown that purposeful people live longer than their counterparts. Raise your hand. According to a Carnegie Mellon University study, folks over 50 who volunteered at least 200 hours in the past 12 months experienced mental health benefits, but also were less likely to develop hypertension. But only if you really want to. Half-hearted volunteer work isn't healthy. A Boston College study found that people aged 50 and older who had low or medium engagement in their work reported even lower well-being than folks who had zero engagement. Find your bridge. A new part-time or bridge job in retirement, either in or out of your field, has been associated with fewer major diseases and physical limitations, as well as better mental health. Take a bath in the woods. The Japanese call it Shinrin-yoku, forest bathing, or taking in the natural world through your senses. This kind of nature therapy can relieve stress and improve immune system function. You don't need the woods either. Even the local park can help. Put your best skills to the test, often. People who achieve a state of flow with their talents, total immersion, time disappears, no critical voice interferes, they have greater long-term happiness than those who don't. Flow is also predictive of high performance. One study found that winning athletes experienced more flow than losing athletes. Kick around a bucket list. One study showed that having a bucket list isn't just for kicks. It can make end-of-life planning easier, as all parties, including family and physicians, will be on the same page about your life's priorities. Hang around kids. According to a Stanford Center for Longevity report, when older adults share experience and knowledge with the young, they gain emotional satisfaction and feelings of fulfillment. Dust off that library card. A study of 3,635 older adults found that book readers had a 23-month survival advantage and 20% lower mortality risk compared with non-readers. Reading was protective regardless of gender, education, or health. Pray for longer life. A 2016 study followed 74,534 women for 20 years. Those who attended religious services more than once a week enjoyed a 33% lower mortality rate than those who skipped church. So there you have it. It only took 3 videos, but you've got 99 ways to add healthy years to your life. If you like these videos and found them informative, please drop me a like down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. Also, be sure to ring the notification bell. That way you'll get all the new videos from Increase when they're available. That's it for me today. I'll see you in the next video.